Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So put her in her feminine energy. I wanted to create this video to shed some light from a woman's perspective. What is really going to melt a woman's heart, fellas? Like, what does a woman need from a man? And how can you put her in her feminine energy? Because the thing is that as women, we naturally want to be in our feminine energy when we're in a relationship. And when we're not in our feminine, it causes chaos in relationships because men feel like they're dating a masculine woman, something feels off, And so as I've learned about feminine energy, I wanted to share my perspective. I've heard so many guys talk about relationships and their issues with women, like what they're running, the trouble they're running into. And I'm like, okay, let me share a woman's perspective. Ladies, drop me a comment if you agree with me. These are the secret desires of a woman. I'm going to open up and share with you what it is we're really looking for and what we need from a man to feel safe and to be able to sink into our feminine energy. Fellas, if you want her to submit to you, if you want her to truly love you, be able to have a healthy connection with a woman, this video is for you. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new here. We're always talking about our spiritual path, how to heal ourselves, self-love, relationships, things like that. So okay, it's cool when men and women open up about what we truly need and desire from each other, because otherwise how will we ever know? Right? So this is how you're going to put her in her feminine energy. This is going to feel good to you. You're going to feel like the man. And this is going to feel amazing to her because as a feminine being, we want to embody our feminine energy. What is feminine energy? I'll drop some videos down below. I go more in depth, but feminine energy is soft, nurturing, creative, loving, beautiful energy that a woman can embody. It's her natural essence. It's that tenderness, that comfort, and just beautiful, sweet, feminine energy. And I feel like even if it's subconscious, this is what a man is craving from his woman. There's a stark contrast, which is like a woman who's harsh and controlling or dominating. Now, there's dark feminine energy, but then there's just flat out masculine energy. And as people, we have both. But when you're in a relationship, it feels so good for a woman to be embodying her feminine and a man to be embodying his masculine. It's the perfect match. It fits and it complements each other. If both people are too feminine or if both people are so masculine, it's gonna conflict. And so the crazy thing is that we have to learn about feminine energy as women. And fellas, we want you to know how to allow us to be in our feminine, because it's said so often that, okay, women are modern day women or this or that, or she's so masculine, or, So how are you going to put her in her feminine energy? How are you going to allow her to be in her feminine? And ladies, it's safe to be in your feminine energy. We just have to find the right man. Okay, so drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Okay, so put her in her feminine energy. What is a feminine woman looking for? What is going to grab her attention? The first thing is a man who is strong, physically strong. If you want her to be soft, then the opposite of that would be strong. So you would have to embody strength, and that's why physical strength is very attractive. Girls like muscles in a toned body. There's something happening like on a raw level there, just like on a natural reaction. It's attractive because he's embodying strength, and so we know that, okay, this guy can protect us like out in the physical world if need be, especially if he's like tall and bigger than us. It's attractive. So how can we feel soft if we don't feel like our man is strong? So physically strong is definitely a turn on. And it also symbolizes like healthy. So healthy is very attractive. But strong doesn't just mean physically strong, fellas. Like, put her in her feminine energy. You'd want to be strong within yourself as well. So feeling capable, feeling confident in who you are, it's very attractive. Like, this is how she's going to be able to sink into her feminine energy. When she looks at you like you're a strong man, like you're a man, not just a boy, a man, a grown man. Feeling strong within, like also being strong within, like knowing how to control your emotions, being able to be calm. That's very sexy. In a way, peaceful, zen, not letting too many things bother you. Now, the extreme of this is stoic, but I can see the perspective, like we don't want to feel like we're with a woman, because women, we can be emotional, okay, dramatic, however you want to see it. And I want all human beings to be able to feel their emotions, but with a man, he's masculine. It's a turn on to a feminine woman because he's able to regulate himself, ground himself, be the anchor through the storm, the anchor in the ocean. As women, we feel so deeply, and it's the water energy. So it's like sometimes it's stormy and sometimes it's calm. And so with a man, a masculine man, when he can be sure in who he is, he's logical, he's practical, he's embodying his healthy masculine energy, not controlling, but he's in control of himself. It's just like we feel like, okay, we can take a deep breath, we can sink into our softness because we feel safe too, because he's so strong physically, strong emotionally, mentally strong, and like confident is a huge turn on, I think, for both, right? But if you want her to be soft, then you have to be strong. The thing is that strength doesn't mean arrogance or being like cocky. It just means sure of yourself. So masculine, but also spiritually strong. This is so attractive. Put her in her feminine energy, especially if you're dealing with a spiritual woman. Then she wants to be able to lean on you and be soft with you. Be the balance that you need. Remember that everyone has feminine and masculine energy. So it's like, guys, they have feelings too, and your feelings matter, fellas. Feel your emotions, it's all right. It's just that we have different strengths. And so a man who is spiritually strong is attractive, and a woman is gonna feel like she can follow your lead because you are keeping yourself accountable to the Most High, the divine. You have a spiritual relationship. Okay, it's probably the number one most attractive thing when we're talking about healthy relationships, is because purity and light and real love, and that all stems from your connection with the divine. So spiritually strong, it's a turn on, it's vital. This is how you're going to put her in her feminine energy, because she's going to be able to trust you on every level. Okay, put her in her feminine energy. When we think about a man and a woman together in a relationship, a lot of times men are like, why won't she listen to me? So you can tell, like a healthy relationship, there's cooperation happening, right? And a lot of times men, they want a woman that's going to listen to them, as far as not so much, okay, if you want a woman to listen to you and follow what you say, because I don't mean listen like she just heard what you said but she's gonna do something. I mean like listen to you. You tell her to do something, she's gonna do it because she's gonna trust you. Okay, how is she gonna trust you? Put her in her feminine energy. Why would she listen to you? There has to be a reason why, right? So if she feels like you're someone she can rely on, if you're consistent, she's gonna feel like she can trust you. When you keep your word, when you're honest, okay, now she's gonna be able to surrender to you. It's about trust, right? So you build trust by keeping your word, having your actions match your words, being honest, and keeping yourself accountable, like as a human being, right? Because one of the worst feelings, like as a woman in a relationship, is feeling like she has to raise her man. No. And that's how a lot of relationships are out here, where, you know, it could turn toxic if a guy is looking for a mommy. No. A relationship is like two healthy people coming together. Interdependence versus codependence, right? Like you're working together, but you're sovereign, free beings on your own, and you're coming together because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. You won't be able to make it without each other. No. Healthy relationships, right? So if you're keeping yourself accountable as a man on your own, you know, and you're in a healthy energy, this is going to help her to trust you. And so then now she can surrender to you and she's going to listen to you. Put her in her feminine energy. So it's not just about expecting so much from a woman or a woman expecting so much from a man, but it's about us embodying healthy energy individually and then coming together. But we have different roles to play, and when we do, everything works together and it melts together like honey. Like, How does a woman fall in love? We fall in love, it's an emotional attachment first. So for men, maybe they fall in love with how she looks or whatever else. I'm not sure. I'm not a man, but as a woman, the heart connection first. That's why you know it's not real love if a woman's just with a man because of his money or any other weird reason out there. But it's real love when it stems from the heart and it takes time to build, right? So trust, it takes time to build, and she wants to see if you're stable, if you're consistent. Okay, now you're gonna put her in her feminine energy because you're showing her through your actions that she can lean on you, and then that she can follow your lead. Because when a woman gives her heart to a man, okay, she's trusting him with her mind, her heart, her whole life, her body, her well-being. You know, your lives merge together. So when you're showing consistency, it's super sexy and it's attractive. Now she can be soft in her feminine energy and free to flow. So it's about polarity. One person's being stable, one person's free, flowing. It balances each other, right? So like the one who's more flowy, the feminine in the relationship, and versus the stable. You need both. You want to be free, but then you also need to be grounded, right? Air and earth. You want to flow like water, but then you need the fire too. Like, you know, so there's differences, but it balances the energy dynamics. And sometimes men are more in their feminine and women are more in their masculine. And some men like that. Like they'll be like, they want a masculine woman, like domineering, tell me what to do. You know, like sometimes the roles switch. And that's okay. That's okay. If you want to lead her and be the man, that's what they say, be the man in the household, be the man in the relationship, then show her consistency and show her stability within yourself, but also in how you treat her. Because that's why inconsistency is such a turnoff for a woman. How can she be soft and in her feminine energy? She can't trust you because you're this way one day, you're this way the next day, you're this way this, you know, and so, but consistency, it's attractive. And it takes time. Real love and deep relationships, real true bonds, it just takes some time to build. So we have to be patient with each other. It's crazy, like this world, it's kind of like we want instant gratification, but the coolest, like the truest relationships, the best ones, they took time to build. Another example that just came to my mind, because we talked about stability, right? So being stable, it means so many things, right? Like in the physical world, this might look like having steady streams of income, you know, stability in the physical plane, money, being consistent in how you treat her, right? So like, let's say somebody has some type of like substance abuse situation happening. How can they be stable? They're feeling chaotic within, they're inconsistent. Okay, so now instead of her being in her feminine energy, her soft energy, she is like having to, it's going to throw things off. So you cannot demand a woman to follow your lead and play her role if you're not playing yours. Don't tell her she has to submit. Show her that she can. Your consistent actions make her want to follow you. and follow your lead, because she feels like you're going to make decisions that she can follow. And that's the difference, like, between a man and a boy, because he's the leader of his own life. He knows who he is. He's stable. He's consistent. You know, he's a grown man. It's turning me on just thinking about it. Just thinking about it, like, he's strong. He's, you know, he's focused. It's the masculine. I'm giving you guys, like, practically what it is. This is for women and men, you know, because we want to notice the difference when men are not behaving this way, or when, you know, like, that's when all hell breaks loose. Okay, so it's about growing up, maturity for men and women. But for us women to be able to be what we're called to be, like to be in our divine nature, which means unconditional love, softness, tenderness, taking care of our man and our family, you know, sensitivity, our intuition, spiritually heightened, like for us to evolve and be who we're called to be, we need our man in a relationship to be what he's called to be. And that's why this is important. It's not just about put her in her feminine energy. Let me tell you what to do. I'm the man of the household. I'm going to control you. You got to follow what I said. God said to do that. It's like deeper than that, right? Okay, so if you want that sweet feminine energy, fellas, okay, put her in her feminine energy. One way that a woman is going to truly surrender to you, mind, body, soul, is if you're loyal to her. And what loyalty proves to her is that she's safe, basically. She's not looking over her shoulder. She's not in a shaky, uncertain place. Like, how can she give her best to you if your eyes are always wandering around? Like, if you're, you know, unsure of her in the relationship. So to put her in her feminine energy, reassure her that you love her, be there for her in every way, become each other's safe space, like for vulnerability, be able to open up to each other, talk to each other about intimate things that you don't tell everybody. That shows loyalty. It's not just about like not stepping out of the relationship. It's about trust. It always comes back down to trust. If you can show that you're loyal to her, then she's going to allow you into her heart, and then there's nothing she won't do for you. So this is how you're going to put her in her feminine energy. And this is why loyalty matters in a relationship on both ends. But if you want the sweet feminine woman, whether you want her at home taking care of the kids, or, you know, whatever it is you're seeking from your woman. So see that it's not about controlling. It's about maneuvering. It's about the energy dynamics. Create a safe space. Create trust. Be loyal to her. Want to be there genuinely. Be honest. Communicate. You know, and this is how we're going to create healthy relationships. How else are you going to put her in her feminine energy? If you're playful with her, she's able to be playful with you. So be silly, have fun. Tell her that she's pretty. Say cute things to her. Just be yourself. Because I promise you guys, I feel like men are so logical. Like they are so practical. They really think things through all the way. That's the masculine energy, which is beautiful. The mental space. But with women, it's emotional. So women are more in the emotional space. So just be yourself, because when a woman really loves you, she's gonna like pretty much everything about you. Little things. What makes you you? So show that to her so that she can love up on those parts of you. Maybe you do a certain thing all the time, right? Like, maybe you say your prayer before your food and you kiss the sky or something, like, you know, but she's going to find that cute and adorable, or she might tease you, but it's going to keep the relationship playful and fun. This is how you're going to put her in her feminine energy. Just like be yourself and also be sweet. I feel like this is so underrated. How are you going to put her in her feminine energy? Be kind. Be kind. You know, there's like, I always hear, don't be a nice guy. Kindness will take you so far. Being genuine and sweet and sincere is such a turn on, because sometimes it's rare in today's world. It's like people have been hurt, so then they're like in some type of weird energy. So when you just remove the armor and you just have the confidence and the humility to approach a woman in an authentic way, we can feel that, and it's beautiful. It's sincere. Now you're going to get the best parts of her because you came at her in a real way. It depends what kind of woman you interact with. Women who are repelled by you, they don't even deserve to be around you. If they're harsh to you, if they're mean to you, you know, if they tell you, if they're like rude to you, then she doesn't deserve to be around you. Don't think there's something wrong with you, fellas. Like, always be yourself, be authentic, keep it real, be sweet and strong. It's a turn on to a real woman, to a woman who knows herself. And if you want like a healthy relationship, that's what you want to go for anyways, in my opinion. Okay, so this is how you're going to put her in her feminine energy. All these things combined: being playful, being loyal, being stable and consistent, being strong, someone she can trust. Being in your masculine energy is going to put her in her feminine energy. In this way, she's going to open up to you in every single way, even physically, yes. But first, she has to open her heart to you. And then everything is going to open up, and then she's going to be jumping through hoops for you. like Ariana Grande said. And it's so cute. Like, it's universal. When a woman is really in her feels about a man, you know, it goes so deep, and there's like, it's limitless. Like, it keeps expanding. We're jumping through hoops in the kitchen and in the bedroom. Like, she's letting you know. Hear that song, Positions by Ariana Grande. There's nothing cringe about it. You know, there's nothing wrong. It's safe to love. It's safe to want a relationship and do what it takes to have a healthy one. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm sending you so much love, so much power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video. So